As summer break is just days away, many high school students and college students are looking for ways to earn some extra cash this summer. Unfortunately, as these young job seekers are looking for employment, Better Business Bureau warns there are scammers out there also looking to make a quick buck. Leah Napoliello of BBB joins us live in Studio A this morning with more on how to spot a fake summer job scam. Good morning. Thank you so much. Welcome into Studio A for the first time.
Thank you.
Since we debuted it. You know, before we get into this conversation, this is a really important conversation to have. I want to first address scams circulating regarding these storms. There are many, and so many of us are impacted by these storms.
Right.
You're very busy. You're extremely busy. What do you want people to know?
Right. Yeah. So unfortunately, whenever we have these types of severe storm damage, the scammers come out of the woodwork. So you want to be very careful. If someone comes to your door, don't just hire them. Don't allow them into your home. We see many instances of people losing money, or sometimes the scammer will go in and actually steal items from your home. So you never want to allow access to essentially what is a stranger claiming to do repairs.
Yeah. And know too that if they are pressuring you to take their work, to give them the job, know that that's a red flag. You know, take a minute, pause, say thank you, we'll get back to you, and then go do your homework.
Right, exactly. It's always a red flag if someone's trying to pressure you to hire them on the spot. You should have your time to do your due diligence and research this person first before you hire them. So never feel pressured by anyone to hire them.
Yeah, and we've seen it so often, you know, in situations like this. I know too, responding to, you know, house fires, separate from, you know, stories related to storms. We see that happen, you know, people showing up, offering these folks who are vulnerable their service, and they're not legitimate. So just you know, pause, take a few moments, do your homework, and also an option would be to consult with the BBB. Right. Go to your website.
Yeah, check with the Better Business Bureau, read complaints and reviews on contractors ahead of time before you hire them.
Okay, so let's get into this discussion about summer jobs. So many, as we talked about, students looking for ways to make extra cash. Talk to us about, you know, the age group being targeted in situations like this.
Yeah, so it is mainly the younger ages, people, students, you know, high school students or college students, and they may not be up on all the scams that are out there. So they're particularly vulnerable, and that's the age group we see that is the most targeted.
Yeah, and so being mindful of that when you begin that search to know that you could potentially be a target. What do these fake job postings look like?
They can be very vague. They may just have very generic titles and not really much of a description as to what the job is. They may also, certain jobs like package reshipment jobs or mystery shoppers, those are the ones that tend to be scams. They may also use the name of a well-known business. So you may see a well-known business advertising, you think it's that business and you want to work for them, but it's actually a scammer that's using that business's name.
And oftentimes too, we see grammatical errors, right? Misspelling. So I don't know, you could pick, let's use KPRC as an example just to be safe here. Perhaps it would be KRPC versus KPRC, but everything else looks very familiar to the existing brand.
Right, exactly. It could just be a couple misspellings or grammatical errors too in these job ads. So you want to look at everything very closely to see if there are any of those types of issues.
I know some of these jobs too, they're seasonal, and so that's attractive for high school students, college students, because they have to resume school in the fall. Are there any sort of specific employment jobs that are exploited through these scams? I know you talked about packaging and being packers for the season.
Right. It's just usually very generic titles.
Just generic titles.
Yeah, just generic titles, or certain, like mystery shopper, like I mentioned, that sort of thing.
Yeah. And then of course, you know, if you do have questions, you know, have mom or dad or a friend look that application over to make sure it is legitimate with you.
Right, exactly. You can ask someone for help, and also be wary, like during the hiring process, they may do something very unusual, like they won't actually interview you. Most jobs are going to want to interview you, so it's going to stand out if they don't want to talk to you at all, and that's a red flag that it's a scam.
If it sounds too good to be true, it likely is. What are your thoughts on, if you're in the job market, you're looking to start work in the coming weeks, what about you fill out this application, what are your thoughts on actually picking up the phone and calling the company?
Yeah, that's a really great idea. We recommend that, and that shows that if it is a real job, that you have a real interest in the position. So definitely call and see, and if they won't speak to you or won't do a video chat, then that's an indication that it's a scam as well. So definitely, do your due diligence and call them.
Yeah, and by having this conversation, we're not here to shame anyone. Sadly, people do fall for these types of scams. People fall for all sorts of different kinds of scams, and there's nothing to be embarrassed by. I want to, though, speak specifically about that. If you are a young person looking for that summer job, you fill out an application only to find out that you have been taken advantage of, you've been scammed. What do you do at that point?
It is important to notify the authorities, so like the Federal Trade Commission, also file with the Better Business Bureau, let us know through our scam tracker service, just to warn others. Oftentimes you're not going to be able, if it's money that you paid or information, you're not going to be able to get that back, unfortunately, but it is still important to notify the authorities so they can put a stop to these scammers. I know too,
I've seen it or I've heard it from folks, they'll say, well, I paid a fee to do a background check. I paid a fee to do X, Y, Z. Is that a red flag? Do companies, I know companies growing up, being a lifeguard, for example, I think I had to pay for my own background check. It is kind of uncomfortable when you're like, wait, they're asking you to pay for that. This turned out to be legitimate, but what should people be aware of when it comes to that sort of thing, a process like that, where the company is asking you to put forth money?
Generally, that's an indication of a scam, especially if it's a large amount of money they're asking for, so you should never pay your employer or potential employer. They should be paying you, if they hire you. So if they're asking for any type of payment or credit card or banking information, those are all red flags that it would be a potential scam.
Okay. And then to double check to make sure it's not, again, following up with that entity, whether it be in person or over the phone, or sending a separate email, right? So you have a separate correspondence to verify if in fact that is true.
Right, exactly. Follow up and try to get them to speak with you or video chat with you, and oftentimes if it's a scam, they are not going to want to do that at all. Yeah,
okay, really good information. And then of course, for more information, we'll put all of this inside this article on our website, clicktohouston.com. Leah Napoliello, so thank you so much for coming in studio. It's so nice to see you in person.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. We do appreciate it as well. It is 8:47 on our Wednesday morning. We'll be right back.